Hello, and welcome to the Lighthouse Brand Builders podcast. I'm Peter Wilkin, and I'm here to help you build differentiated, enduring brands and thriving businesses. It's not really a podcast. It's more a series of strategic insights, stories, and secrets of success from a lifetime's career in advertising, brand consulting, and change management. The thread that binds them is brand-centered management, the trademark brand building process and philosophy I developed with my partners at the brand company over 20 years ago, that's since been embraced by thousands of brand professionals and some of the world's most iconic brands. The 4Ds process and brand DNAs have become well known in brand strategy circles. The focus here is practical advice you can apply straight away to your business. It gives you a glimpse inside the Lighthouse Brand Strategy Academy, our online coaching program, where we aim to democratize effective brand strategy. So come with me, take a step inside the virtual lighthouse. Welcome. And there were some examples. I learnt some things for people who are facing having to let people go. It's probably one of the worst things ever. The best thing you can do if you have to fire someone is find them another job. And without being misleading to a future employer, try and identify avenues for them where they can get gainful employment if that's what they seek. And so we would do that, and we would put them not only in terms of executive research companies, we wouldn't just fob it off to them, but we would really try and identify where their strengths were and where they might add value and go on. So we did try and do that as much as we could. If the person in question was receptive to that. There were some things that I got badly wrong, because this is in the mistakes category.
Right.
When I came into Leo Burnett Malaysia, I think 2 weeks after I arrived, the first Asian economic crisis happened, and the Malaysian ringgit devalued by 50% overnight. The ad industry literally collapsed. People just pulled all their ad budgets. That's what happens in a major economic downturn. Champagne sales go down, advertising budgets and marketing budgets get cut, even though it's the exact wrong thing to do, because you get more bang for your buck in a market that is where the bath has kind of run half dry. You stand out if you maintain your budgets. It's like doubling your budget, and it's much more impactful. But very, very few, almost no clients do that. So that was a horrible situation to kind of come into as a new leader. And I followed the principles of make one operation, not several. So cut deep once. Don't try and kind of chip away and have to kind of go in and do surgery 3 or 4 times, which is typically the mistakes that many leaders of other organizations do, wanting to be kind and wanting to preserve as many people as they can for as long as they can, but making the mistake of not really doing it properly once and then letting the wound heal and move on and grow from there. So that was how I approached it with Burnett. We said, we'll cut deep once, and then we'll heal and grow from that point on, and we'll send the signal out that we're going to grow. That leads into another story about the office, which was an uplifting story. So this is more educational, I hope, and if any aspiring leaders or young leaders are out there, and they can learn from the mistakes I've made. So we went on this, and I had to make quite substantial cost savings, maybe 30% off our cost line, which was huge. And I couldn't afford to lose 30% of our people, but it did mean losing, 1 or 2 very senior people, and making cuts and sacrifices ourselves. So I think we preserved the lowest paid people right down to, we had motorbike dispatch riders who would get things instantly to our clients and things like this, and they were very necessary to run materials in between client operations and recording studios and production houses and things. And I knew how how close to the breadline their salaries were. So we didn't cut them. In fact, we actually even bought them new, safer motorcycles. But at the top, we made cuts right from the senior management team, me included, all the way down. And it still necessitated one or two people that had to go. And that was really difficult. And again, I used the peer assessment approach, and I spoke with all our clients and made the decision on one or two of the senior people that had to leave, and did that quickly. I made the fatal mistake, and nobody should ever do this ever again, of going to someone's house to give them the bad news, which was just the worst thing to do. Because if you are going to do this, you should do it on neutral territory, not in the office. Definitely not, as I did for one individual, in their house, because there's bad memories associated with it that they can't escape from, which I didn't realize until after the event. But find a neutral territory and do as I suggested. Try and provide, positive solutions and employment for them, or other options that you can help them with. And these were situations, by the way, where they were, good, honest people. This wasn't, termination with cause for somebody being caught with a hand in the till or something like that, and we did come across one or two of those in my career, and that's a whole different kettle of fish. But there are ways and ways of doing it. If you do it properly, you will survive the storm, and you will heal up quickly, and you'll reinstigate the support. The most important thing is that the people who are left behind after an event like that don't live in fear, cowering on their desk that they're going to be the next one who's going to have the axe fall on them. So I needed to be able to stand up in front of the whole agency and basically say, that's it, it's done. There are no intentions to kind of make any further cuts. Our plan now is for growth, but we need growth in a shrinking market, which is going to be tough, to be able to maintain our status quo and grow. And fortunately we did. But that reassurance, you can never give enough of it. Thank you for listening to the Lighthouse Brand Builders podcast. If you found this helpful and want to know more, please visit my website at peterwilkin.com. That's Wilkin with an E at the end. You'll find more free resources, instructional videos, and links there. If you're a CEO or a business owner looking to build your brand, or a brand strategist looking to level up your skills, check out the CBO Masterclass in the Lighthouse Brand Strategy Academy, where you'll be guided through a comprehensive, stepwise process to develop your unique brand DNA and learn the skills to become a certified Chief Brand Officer. If you have any brand or strategy related questions you'd like answered, you can ask them in the showcase notes below. I'll do my best to address them. Thank you, and see you next time.